Hello, everybody. Today we are going to see the parts of an editorial and an example of a written editorial. Let's begin. An editorial has the following parts: title, author's name, date, introduction, argument, evidence, counter argument, quote, rebuttal, and conclusion. Let's see an example of a written editorial, and we will see all the parts here. The title of this editorial is A Safe Return to the Classrooms by Ruben Estrada. That is the author's name. The date, November 21st, 2021. The introduction shows background information about the topic or the situation. In this case, we have, with almost 2 years of pandemic, the country has seen a total stop of face-to-face classes in all the educational sectors, which have been working online ever since. However, the necessity of an inside educational system, the union authorities have been working on a plan for a gradual return to the classrooms of the alma mater, as the biggest desire by the student population. Now, this editorial is informational. It is not persuasive, it is not praising, nor entertaining. The argument of an editorial, in this case just to exemplify the parts, shows the author's position. Let's check this out. Careers like engineering and health areas have been the first to include a plan to follow studies inside, with the biosafety measurements. With classes that have laboratories since they need a manipulative action, nevertheless, students do feel an urge to have a face to face schooling with respect to theoretical classes, because they feel that they might be missing quintessential details in the virtual classes. There is a quote. Normally, you'll see a quote or a statement in online editorials or in physical or written editorials. Almost 17,000 students have left the alma mater due to economic conditions and a lack of full adaptation to the virtual classes. Mostly, these type of statements you'll find it in the body of the editorial because it is a phrase that is relevant for the reader. As evidence, we have taking classes online not only holds a barrier in terms of connectivity, but also in the emotional state of the students. These are just some reasons why students yearn the classroom attendance, whether practical or theoretical. A great number of students have expressed that they prefer face to face teaching because they can solidify their knowledge by asking instant questions to the professors or exchanging opinions with their peers. The next paragraph shows more examples, more evidence of the topic, and in this case, indicating that students need a device, that they need connectivity, and this has been the reason why some students have dropped university and have stopped their studies. But also tells us that there has been a detriment in the psychological state of students because of the pandemic. The counter argument is the opposite opinion of the argument. Let me read you this example. On a bright note, a good number of students have claimed to have advanced in their studies because they have employed their time wisely. Some say that they have been working from home and have had more time to enroll even more classes than when they were attending the classrooms of the university. However, they express that the advancement online has left them with gaps because some classes have not been well constructed. It is a half pro and half con, stated one student from the psychology career. That is a quote, as you see there. Now, their rebuttal is the neutral opinion. This shows that something can be good or can be bad. It has the two sides. Whether some students have advanced in their careers and others feel that they have not learned the 100% in their online classes, the great majority still aspire to return to their college desk to continue having their pre pandemic lectures. And the conclusion reads: It is expected that By the beginnings of the next year, the University Council has a well designed plan for a safe return to the classrooms for most of their careers. And that is an example of an editorial. Now it is your turn to write yours. See you on the next lesson. Bye bye.